What's up, guys? My name's Tony the Conqueror Cortez. I'm fighting Mauricio Ríos December 9th in Miami, Florida for Combate Global, airing on Paramount Plus. I grew up in the Harbor area for a little bit, then I moved to Corona, and I went to high school out there. You know, I started training when I was around 10 years old. Started with MMA, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. Started wrestling in high school when I was 13, and then went to state twice in high school. I was one of the top wrestlers in the state. Then I started fighting when I turned 19. And I won my first belt at 19 years old. And then I haven't lost since. You know, I have 10 belts, I have 9 belts, 5 Spar Star titles, and then 4 California state titles. Undefeated as an amateur, 8-0 with 7 finishes, and 2-0 as a pro with 2 finishes. Never lost and never gonna lose. I've been knowing I wanted to do MMA since the first time I saw an MMA fight. I saw Chuck Liddell knock somebody out, and I looked at the TV and I was like, I'm gonna be one of those guys. And since then, you know, maybe 2 months after I saw that fight is when I first started training. And after 2 weeks of training, I had my first fight and I won. And I never stopped training after that. You know, I fell off for a little bit and I started getting into trouble, but even when I was fucking hanging around in the streets and shit, I was still fighting in the streets every fucking day. That was my training. It was like a different type of mental training. My family grew up in the ghetto and they grew up fighting, you know, like my grandparents are from El Salvador and they fucking crossed the border when they were 20, you know, so my grandpa fucking grew up fighting. And when they first came to the United States, they lived in the projects, and, you know, people will test you in the projects. So they got tested. My grandpa always fought, and then my mom always fought. My dad was known for fighting. So they love it, you know, like I'm fighting, but I'm not going to jail like everybody else. I'm getting paid, so it's a lot better. I feel very grateful, bro. When I see my great grandma, she's the one who brought my grandparents, and I fucking massage her feet because she walked all the way over here. And I'm like, if it wasn't for you, I would have never been born and I wouldn't have this opportunity that I have today. And, you know, for a time I was pretty much ungrateful because I had my own struggles, but you know, I started looking at the cup halfway full instead of halfway gone, and I took the resources that I had and I'm using it to change the next generation of my lineage. And, you know, for me to be able to do that for my family is big, and not just my family, but the next generation of kids. You know, they're gonna look up to me, people that have gone through the same struggles that I've gone through, and they'll be able to say that they can do it too, whatever it is that they want to do if they just put their mind to it. Now that I've been fighting and growing an audience, I got a bunch of fucking kids that look up to me, you know, wearing fucking ski masks to the fights and shit, because that's what I do. So, you know, I have some type of pressure on me, but, you know, pressure makes diamonds, and that's what I love, the pressure, bro. I talk a lot of shit and I make people fucking, oh my God, like, what's gonna happen? And I thrive in that shit, bro. That's what I love the most about fighting, is I know I can handle the pressure. I just have a mindset that I'm never gonna lose, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm just not gonna lose. I'm gonna run through everybody's fucking face. My name, the Conqueror, came from the conqueror Hernan Cortez, because he conquered the Aztec Empire and he made Mexico. But I like him because he fucking brought like 300 soldiers. When they arrived to Mexico, he set all the boats on fire, and he's like, we're gonna conquer or we're gonna die. So he was 2 feet in, and I like that kind of mindset. You know, that's how I feel about fighting. When I step into the cage, it's I'm gonna kill or I'm gonna be killed. And I ain't dying no time soon, so. I train at 3 different gyms. I train at Cobra Kai with Joe Daddy Stevenson, Icon MMA with Bobby Green and Sam Mason, and then Dan Henderson's as well. Me and Elijah Leggett used to always fucking spar at the UFC gym in Corona, and he was already training with Bobby and Sam. And I had been on drugs for maybe a year and a half. I kind of threw my life away. And Eli was like, hey man, like you're good at fighting, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Come to the gym and come train with us. So I came to the gym and I sparred with Bobby Green. And they fucked with me, bro. I was down to fight. I started training here at Icon, but I was still on drugs. They gave me a place to stay, and I just couldn't get my act together. And I decided to leave, and I felt like I had to go home and seek help. And I went home at like fucking 3 in the morning, and I told my mom, I was like, I want to change my life. And then from there, she started helping me change. And, you know, I was really far from Icon. I didn't have a car. So I would catch a ride to Cobra Kai. And I went to talk to Joe and the old owner, Ryan Spinks, rest in peace to him. And I came up with a plan to start training there because I didn't have money. So they told me that if I did all the custodial work after training, mop the mats and throw the trash away and stuff, that I could train there. I would train, I would fucking mop all the mats, throw all the trash away, clean the bathrooms and shit, and then go home. And that was pretty much how I started training at Cobra Kai. I had a fight in Arkansas. I saw Bobby and Sam, and they talked to my coach, Joe. They just linked up with each other. They're like, hey, we should start all training together. So then I started splitting up my camp, going to Cobra Kai and Icon MMA. And then I just pretty much formed those two camps together. And now, you know, we're all like networking and connecting. We all help each other. From Cobra Kai, Icon, Dan Henderson's. This is like our group right here. I'm very excited, bro. I'm very excited to showcase my skills. This guy's 4-0. He's supposed to be some fucking good fighter, but I think I'm just gonna run through his fucking face right in the beginning. I don't think he's even close to my skill set. He can't hang with me, bro. He can't hang with me. He's a wrestler and shit, you know, but I don't think he could take me down if I tried to let him. So I don't know what he's gonna do in the fight, but lose. You know, his professional fights that he's had, he's fought like nobody's. And the amateur circuit out here in California is better than the pro circuit in Mexico and South America. You know, most of those fighters fucking suck. And they think they're good because they're beating all these nobodies. But watch when I get into the cage against Mr. Lord Farquhar over there, fucking Mauricio Ríos. I'm gonna beat that motherfucker's ass. I'm gonna elbow that fool and he's gonna fly out the fucking cage and put a hole through that bitch. And I'm gonna cash my check and make a lot of fucking money. So, you know, I just think he's shit, bro. He fucking sucks. His coaches suck. Everybody that he trains with sucks. And December 9th, I'm gonna show everybody that I'm the best fighter in the world and these motherfuckers couldn't kiss my feet. Bro, my stand-up is better than every MMA fighters besides, you know, my teammates. They got the same kind of skills as I do, but I'm telling you, like, I could box. I box for real boxers, and MMA fighters can't box for shit. That's just what it is. I have the fastest knockout in the California state title fight, which was 6 seconds, you know, and then I got another knockout. And the only reason my fights even go to the mat is because I beat the guys up so bad on the feet, they throw themselves on the floor. Or I just fucking, they tie me up and I'm like, I could do this too. So then I dump them on their heads and then choke them out. So anywhere the fight goes, it's bad for everybody. Kill or be killed. That's what you can expect. You're gonna see some exciting shit because I'm not no friendly type of fighter where I'm gonna shake hands and I'm fucking say good luck and be fake and shit. No, I'm gonna get in their face and I'm gonna be like, fuck you. I wanna kill you. And there's not a lot of fighters like that, you know? They wanna hide that piece of themselves, but I show it. I show it to everybody. And it's real too. If I died fighting, I died doing what I love. And I ain't dying no time soon, so you better be ready to get killed. If the ref was not fast enough, bro, trust me, I'd put all these motherfuckers in the grave. I'm not no regular fighter, bro. I'm a fucking contract killer. And I want a motherfucker to get in there and try to fucking kill me. Let's bang this shit the fuck out. Let's bleed. Let's do the whole thing. Fucking break my legs, break my arms. I don't give a fuck. I want to die. I've been dead for 2 years, bro. My brother passed away on drugs. All my friends died. I escaped death every day for 2 years when I was doing fentanyl. So I have no fear of dying. That's the only thing we're guaranteed in life is death. So I embrace it, bro. I step into that cage and I know when they look me in the eyes, bro, they can see that shit. Bro, I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, I'll put you out in front of your mom. Yeah, shout out to everybody that watches my fights and sees me for who I really am, you know, because I know I talk crazy and I say that I want to hurt people, and it's for real, I do. But if you really get to know the real person outside of fighting and you support me for who I really am and see who I really am, then I appreciate you. You know, people see the tats, they see everything, they're like, oh, this guy's a certain way. And I like that because I keep judgmental people away from me. But if you really get to know who I am, you know that I'm real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna support you, you're gonna support me, and we gonna get it together. And I'm just a genuine person, so thank you to all my fucking sponsors, all my supporters, my family, my coaches, my teammates, everybody, bro. I don't wanna give nothing back to them but love.